Okay, just doing a quickie little update. Try to answer a question from a follower. I don't have enough followers, so I got to make you guys happy. But this is the driver's side of the bed. It is a patchwork quilt so far. Keep working on it, keep working on it. It's awful hard on the knees and legs. Wish I had a big table to put up on. But also a challenge is to make these. I have asked, yeah, I know that there are complete sides, both front and or left and right, that are available for $3,000. I'm going to try to avoid that. I mean, anybody can just throw money at a truck and you know, get it done right. But trying to do this on a budget. And the first series beds with the 4 stake boxes, stake holes, is rare. Closest I could find anybody that was willing to give one up was way out of Oklahoma, and that's a long drive from Indianapolis. Not worth it to me. But flat pieces are no problem, and if I find some angled pieces, I can use those. But complex things like that are a challenge. So I've decided I'm going to get a Harbor Freight inexpensive metal brake and see if I can make some up myself. I'll probably make a cardboard template first, and this is 16 gauge steel, so it's hard to find a metal brake that will do anything with that unless you want to spend like $4,000. So that's where I'm sitting there. I think I am getting the universal joint for this end of the winch on Tuesday. That's what UPS says. So let's look at a couple. So here is an issue. If you get the brand new stainless steel tank from Vintage Power Wagons, it sits a little bit higher because of this. I need to level mine out, and what I'll do is I'm going to put spacers in these bolts here just to bring this up. And when you put the bed on, you have to have extra spacers to get it a little bit higher to clear it. I think a ½ inch. But I think this is one thing I'm going to work on this weekend. But the question from one of my guys is the shock mounts, because these shock absorbers were not standard in all the Power Wagons, and if yours didn't come with them, you're going to have to be creative to put them on. I have seen people do it, but so essentially over here there's a steel plate, and then there's a cast iron piece that you'll have to fabricate something look like that. And at the bottom, it looks like it is part of the cast iron, whatever you call it, that the differential axle housing is clamped to the spring. Clamps go through that. So yeah, if you're going to fabricate, good on you. And I'll show you the front here in a second. So here's the front, And yeah, it's cast iron bracket, and same thing at the bottom. So I have seen people do it, but good luck.